Does you know that I'm toxic?
It's not exactly clear whether they even truly exist, or could be shown to, in the physical universe. If they do, if one day physics finds a use for them, that's great. But if not, that's great too.
I cannot find the wow.
I guess I just have to redo all of the buttons.
That would mean that we have, with this brain, a tiny thing, a septillion times smaller than the tiny planet it lives on. Discovered something true.
Hey, Bert. What? Jesse?
Good stuff.
What are you doing here, Jesse? Shit. Jesse. What are you doing here, buddy? Where can I find the wow? Hello, Mr. Chris. What are we painting today, Bert? Hey, Bert. Are you painting today, or are you just sitting at the airport? Ready for a mystical streaming journey? Well, I'm hoping that I will give you lots of that. I'm hoping to go on quite the journey. So we're gonna paint Mr. Big Boy. We did paint him yesterday. I'm gonna finish this guy. I was thinking of painting 5 of these guys for the event this weekend. I think I'm just gonna paint them one at a time, because that's what I enjoy doing, and, you know, there's enough paint in this world where I don't need to overdo it. And, you know, I don't need no man telling me what to do. No, it's Jesse from... Oh, poop. I forgot. It's the one that came over and played Malifaux.
If they do, if one day physics finds a use for them.
I can't think of what his podcast is called. He has the music one, and he's got his Malifaux one that he hasn't actually put an episode out for lately. Jesse, like a hot UEG. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. That happened before. I should get back to painting, living that llama. Oh, Llama Dama. Llama Dama's... I like... So, you made that list for me. Why Llama? What do you like about Llama? He's good. I'm not saying he's not good. I'm just wondering why Llama over maybe another one of the Budos. Making glasses, then I'll assemble some stuff. Making glass... Oh, right, because that's your job. Duh. Batch painting for bat. Yeah, oh hey, me either. Keyboard here's the best. Yeah, it's been like 9 months since. Yeah, it's been. You posted an episode during the beta? Was it during the beta? I'm totally drawing a blank on what the name of your podcast is. I know it's one of the rules. It's a rule in the game. Boring conversation. There it is, yeah. The last one you put out was April. Yeah, it was like feedback for like the beta. The beta. As people from South Africa would say. Beta. He's cheap, great at dice poker, wanted a second Budo. Great at dice poker. Dice poker? That's a good word for it. You know, I found a Pokemon. They have those coins you flip whenever you do abilities and all that had a fox on it. Because I was like, oh, that'd be perfect for playing Bushido. And then we moved to this new house, and I can't find the coin. I cannot find it. And I was like, oh, I'll use this for all my SDS coin flipping stuff. I cannot find that stupid coin. I picked it up when I went to an MCP event in Chicago. Team goals, or squad goals, or whatever it was. I was thinking it was distraction. I was wondering if it was a distraction thing. Yeah, distraction, I feel like works really good with Joom, or whatever his name is, right? Because he needs Assassin to, like, be useful. I feel like Joom is absolutely useless, but then as soon as his, like, ability goes off, he just punches way above his weight. Distraction synergy as well. It's an active key feat, so Llama can be like, oh, hey, look over there! And then Minori shoots him in the back. Oh, Minori, right, yeah. Fucking cannon. The screen name of Bert just has me thinking hard of Burt Reynolds and his mustache. This is a Warrior of Chaos for Old World. It's technically an Age of Sigmar model, but, you know, we do as we must. It's beautiful. Also, there's a new Inari model that came out.
Go
In the square hole. There's a new Inari model that came out. As people who know me can attest, I love foxes. Like, I really love foxes. Really, really love foxes. So, I know that eventually I'm going to go back and play Inari. Right now, I know they're kind of not fun to play. Not fun to play against necessarily, but when I return to
Love them more than
Temple.
Scarlet Widow.
I didn't say that.
Lol, I did.
Really good looking one. Thank you. Thank you, Chris. This was the prototype. I don't know if you were here when I was doing the prototype.
It's okay.
Masaru GM model. It's high level Bushido concept, but it's really strong. Masaru GM model.
I approve.
I'm happiest when I see a headache across the table from me. Strong Shido. So Disney's Robin Hood missing. It did have a very powerful effect, yes. The female one really got me feeling a certain kind of way, you know. As you can see, our current boy, he's still a little too clean for Nurgle's happiness, but he's almost done. So I don't think I'm gonna spend a ton of time painting him. Today was the first day I had to paint a person's cloak out of human skin. That was a new one. That's a new one today. So I was trying to go for this, like, rotted skin. This purple skin. I don't know if I hit it. I don't know if I was able to do it or not. That is true, Carol. That is nice. That's a very true statement. Oh, I want to see that Maid Marian with the big cone hat. That Maid Marian. What's cool about the the Maid Marian, the big yes. Took me a second to figure out what you were talking about. So, we went to the local game store on Black Friday, because I needed one more box of Chaos Warriors, I think, to essentially finish off this army. I doubt I'm going to ever need... Lizard. I don't think I ever need to buy another box of Chaos Warriors, but we'll see. And the store clerk was this very... what's a good word for it that's nice? Very high energy person. Young man at the counter. Said, you know, whenever I buy stuff at stores I don't usually play at, I don't really want to talk. I don't really care. I want to go in there, I want to buy my thing, and then I want to leave. She's gonna pay. Jeez. Jesus. Hi, Cord. And I just want to buy my thing and I want to leave. I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk. I don't want to know about your aspirations or your life goals or whatever. I just want to buy my thing and I want to be about my day. And this kid, I don't know. They see that I don't want to talk, I guess, and so they want to talk to me because they think, I don't know, because it's a part of the, you know, they're trying to keep their business and, you know, around, whatever. It's fine. I get it. So he looks at me and he's like, "Oh wow, Chaos Warriors, huh? That's a really good kit." I was like, "Yeah, it's good. I like the new box." And then he says, "Okay, well, I've been thinking about buying that box because it has shields in it that have faces on it, right? And he wants to use them for Night Lords," he said. And I was like, "Oh, that's cool." And I asked him, "Are you playing Horus Heresy? Like, are you going to use the shields for Breachers?" And he responded with, "Wow, that's really cool, man." And it was at that point I realized I still don't want to talk to you. I don't have a lot of demands, but
Wow, that's really cool, man.
I don't know. Just leave me alone. I was more creeped out by the very focused old men looking for specific stuff. They were intense. And I was just browsing. Yes. Yeah, nerd stores do attract a bit of that. I don't know. It's just weird that the way nerds try to socialize. I don't want to say it's annoying. I know they're trying. It sounds more like he was trying to throw out buzzwords that doesn't play. That is exactly what I thought. It's legitimately exactly what I was thinking. And I was like, if you don't know what you're talking about, then just don't talk about it. Because, like, I think there are a lot of nerds out there who are easy to impress. Like, you know, you use a buzzword and they're like, "Wow, this guy must really know what he's talking about. It's so cool. He knows what a warhammer is." They're not that bad. I just felt they need to stay out of there. They were focused. Yeah, it's whatever. Like I said, it's just what they do. Like, and obviously, like, I think there's going to be a lot of people that go to those stores who are just happy to be talked at, I guess. Like, I don't know. And obviously, they don't know, like, Dick from Jane when they come into the store, especially if they're just working there. They have never seen the person before, but, like, it was like a weird middle ground of, like, if you're gonna ask a question about something that somebody buys in order to, like, build a rapport, at least pay attention to what they're saying. Yeah, he was an interesting kid. Yeah, like the I hate oceans and boats and stuff. That's cool, man. Can't day that never happened. What? Some kid working in a game store to get employee discount. Yeah, that's exactly. Yes, that is how it kind of felt. But good for him. Whatever. And I'm sure that trick would have worked on many other people. I don't want to toot my own horn or whatever, but I've been in this, I've been in the hobbying sphere for like a long time now. And while I was there, like one of them was like trying to explain like paint or something to me. And I was like, Don't worry about it. He's like, have you ever tried Monument paints before? Like, I didn't ask him. I was just there, looking through the Monument Hobby paint rack or whatever. And I'm like, I know what I'm looking for. I was looking for like, I think I was looking for primer or something, and I already had it in my hand, and I was just like looking at the other paints, thinking if I needed anything. And, you know, they come up to me and they're like, have you ever tried Monument Hobby paints before? I really, really like them, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, you could say I've used it before. And I go there, this is, Hobby Bunker in Wakefield. I probably go there like maybe once or twice a month-ish, just to kind of grab hobby supplies. And they never remember me. It's like, gotta go through this every time. Then I came in with the old Warhammer tag. You should say, no, I only use model car paint. Oh, well, that's the thing. I would say that, but I know they wouldn't pay attention, and they would say, cool.
Maybe this is when
that's
you need
great,
to
man.
use the business cards Mike made for you.
No. That's that I know is a waste of time. I've been in this biz. I've been in the biz of human beings long enough to know who is and is not worth the oxygen being, the energy it takes to push the oxygen out of my lungs. And it wasn't them. They're cursed. Why are they cursed? You're I am a very, yes, unfortunately I've very much turned into the jaded veteran. I think back on the days when I worked at a hobby store. And like those weren't the questions I would ask. I'd be like, "Oh, hey, you know, if you're picking up a model box of whatever, let's just say I was buying an AOS box. The first question I would have asked, if I didn't recognize them, was, do you play AOS? I feel like it's way cooler to slide someone a poker chip with a QR code. Yeah, I mean, that's a decent idea. Supposedly, that Mike is working on that. Mike hasn't really been around lately. I know he was very busy with work and the stuff he was doing at Monument or at Webway. But, like, you know, they'd come in and I would be like, do you play AOS or whatever it happens to be? And if they said no, I'd be like, oh, so you just do the painting stuff. Then you could guide the conversation. Illustrate that you are, in fact, listening to what they are saying. And if they say, oh, yeah, I play whatever, then you say, hey, we have an AOS night on Wednesdays and blah, blah, blah. You don't want to learn their names because you know they want to survive in the first fire. That's kind of, yeah, that's a good way to look at it. The big question for someone buying Chaos back in the day is, Archaon you general? Back in the day, is Archaon you general? I don't understand. Is Archaon your... Okay, is Archaon your general? That's a good question. Is he your daddy?
To join my following. No, sir. I do not follow.
Is he your daddy? Mike will make the most wonderful husbando for a lucky gal. I hope so. Not you. The other Mike. Hi, Tizzy. That is a common name. That's true. I don't know if his name's Mike, because I know that a lot of people that name Michael get called Mike. I actually don't know if Babyface Mike...
Hey, support staff Tizzy.
I actually don't know if his name is actually Mike or if it's Michael. Is it a common thing? Did you get your coffee from PAX Unplugged? I had to leave it, so I left it with a dude out in front of the Starbucks. Yeah, I went to the Starbucks today. Yeah, I got it. I just got back. I just got back in time for the stream. Yeah, it was some like near suicidal guy outside, with 2 games and in sandwich bags. Yeah, I saw him. He gave me the coffee. I appreciate that. I'm Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt and Fury. That's a good movie. Yeah, is it a common thing to be named Mike? Like, are there a lot of people out there who are, like, named Mike and not, like, Michael? Is that a thing? So I hear. Can't find us a room. I don't think I've ever met someone. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think I've ever met anybody just named Mike. You can't really get organized for buying a hotel for Adepticon because they sell out in like 15 seconds. Like, I think it was you. You were like, yeah, make sure you're ready to get stuff for Adepticon hotel or whatever. And I don't even try. Because I think it literally... Didn't it like sell out in like 10 minutes or something? Well, I'm not saying that... No. I think you're misunderstanding. Like, what I'm saying is, like, Michael is usually what people's names are, but is there anybody out there who's, like, not named Michael, but is actually just named Mike? Is that, like, a thing? Like, people who are named Michael go by Mike, but are there people who are, like, literally just named Mike? Yeah, it's like 10... Yeah, there's no way I would have got it. If I'm not right at home with my butt planted in a seat to get a hotel ticket, there's no way you're gonna get it. Yeah, they're literally just named Mike. Like on the birth certificate, the word Mike is there. His name was just Joey. See, that's crazy. Well, it's not really crazy. It's just it's different. Yeah, now that I know that I have the money for the business purchase, I can buy the ticket for Adepticon, the hotel, if I can find one. I know that when we went last year, Ernie got the hotel room and it was not cheap. Are names words or are they just sounds? You're gonna go real philosophical. I mean, that's the same concept of like, there's obviously more things that exist in the actual plane of existence. It's just our minds and eyes can only see certain like energy wavelengths. That's why like everything is like a construct of the mind or whatever. So it's like what we actually see with our eyes is just something that we have all like collectively decided is real, and our brain is developed to be like that. It's like if you're gonna get into it like that deep, then I think you're in the wrong channel. I think you should go somewhere where that kind of crap matters. Not to say it's not interesting, it's just how do you have a conversation about it? 4 million, Michael, according to the website 2-Ton Tom searched. 4 million people. So there's 4 million people named Michael, and then you said 500k people who are just named Mike. So you figure like that's what, 1/8? 1/8? Curious. Do you guys think names kind of change people's lives? I think so, yeah. His mother lived her kid and named her kid 18. Yeah, that's not cool. People should be older than 19 when naming another human being. Sure. I think they can, depending on the individual's approach. Yeah, I would agree. Too much water in this thing. I don't think any name has more effect on the individual's free will. It might affect it, but it's not the only factor.
Good music vibe tonight.
I agree. Yeah, for sure a soup needs more than just one thing. That's true. What about tomato soup? I think you can have tomato soup on its own. But I do think it tastes better if you like add a little pepper. Are you calling me? That's fair. Apparently he's got like a little twofer. Yeah, and even better when served on side grilled cheese, which you got me pretty good. However, water and tomato. I'm not saying it's good. I'm just saying it is technically on its own. Done. Technically speaking.
Snaggletooth.
He does have he got a little snaggletooth. Perfectly normal people. Perfectly normal people, I'm sure. You'd certainly hope so. Yeah, me and Cheese, we have a mixed bag. We just need to get we need to get more emotes and stuff that for this stream. Well, we have to know what we would turn into an emoji. What would we even use? Because what, right now it's like PCN and oh yeah or something like that? Yeah, there's like a Danny one. There's a big Chuck one. The Homer leaving one. I didn't know we had that one. Yeah, we got a couple. We gotta like update. We gotta update a lot of this stuff. Whoa. What is it? It's pineapple, right? Pizza time! Pizza! I do not find the 6-7 thing funny in the slightest. I'm usually able to get behind like pop culture meme type things, but the 6-7 one, I don't get it. Alright. Metal. Oh, by the way, tonight's stream not gonna go super late. I gotta wake up very early tomorrow. And I want to make sure that I am not exhausted because I might be digging through snow. I think it's so precious. Those little Gen Beta think they are so clever. They are so dumb and lame. I'm totally here for it. That green is popping. Indeed it is. Indeed it is. Let me see that green, our favorite Budo bro. Yeah, actually, it's funny. I was going to show it earlier or later, but as you can see, I think green is the color I chose. Yeah, that jacket and all that's going to be very green. I'm going to sign out of the stream for evening. You pay, everyone else, please don't pay. I'm Stanley Knight. You can pay all you want. I ain't doing it. Good night, Carol. And we're going to do just like a little bit of kind of gentle dry brushing on a lot of the spikes. Just to make it look like they are coming out of the same piece of metal, but they're a little bit worn. I will probably paint this guy for, I don't know, like an hour. And if he's not done, I'm just going to switch over to the Budo. This is one of those models where I feel like if I'm not careful, I could spend the entire stream just painting this stupid idiot. And this is not a special character or a special name, dude. This is just one. And even if the transitions from each spike isn't super clean, what we are going to do is put a little bit of dried blood on it or something like that, just to kind of help with the transitions. And we start painting the actual trim. See you later, friend. Okay, so what is your, Mr. Chris? What is your train of thinking behind June? Are you just hoping that does he just like follow around Lamadama and strike when somebody's like turned the other direction? He does have lucky number 8. Yes. Yeah, I remember you going on about this. Yeah, I remember you were like telling me about some like secret thing that June can do. So he boosts to 3 dice, spends 1 die on combo for ranged attack. Okay, sure. And then it's like every single time you combo, it has the pierce or something. Raki or Harukichi give him a 6. Now he needs not a 1 on the second die and a success level 8. Right. But that precognition-y thing, you can't Harukichi it into a 6, can you? Because the highest you can get is 5. I'll go 4 or 6, all the way down with Assassin and High Pierce. Right. Rocky can make a ranged damage dice high 2 with his like dice thing, right? Yeah, but I thought Harukichi's thing couldn't make you get a 6. But it might be too much and we might need to take June out. Like I have not had a chance to paint the little fat gold boy. It can. I didn't think that's what it said. Because I thought it said that you could pay all the way up. You could pay for it to go all the way up to 5. Not that I don't believe you, but I could have sworn that's what I read. X can't be higher than 1 or 5. Yeah, we keep him with Llama for backstab. You pay for 5, he gives you +1. Before a friendly model would X cannot be. Oh, because you can't. Oh, so you can't like. You couldn't pay for like a 7. I guess is what it's trying to say. Ah, okay. I'm up to speed. Got it. Okay. Okay, I was misreading the X thing, thinking because it is X plus 1. Okay, no. You got it. Okay, I was misreading that. Got it. And then when you have Reiki, how do we say it? Here we go again with my mispronunciations. I think it's Raki. Then it becomes cost 4, which that made sense to me. Okay, so you can go to 6. Got it. Got it. And Mr. 2-Ton, have you, in your local metas, have you seen Minori being good? Or has there not been enough time? Okay, good to know I'm not totally stupid. So I'm the only STS player down here right now. One person has a starter, the other than 1,000. Okay, 1,000. So you don't really have a lot of like dedicated STS players. Okay, well, what do you think of her? Do you find that the fortune mechanic, part of her kit thing, the whole investment thing, do you think it's have you felt like it's consistent? Because it seems like you're really gonna make yourself like key starved. Because even if you win the bet, you don't get the key. Unless I misread that. Which clearly I can do. By the way, seeing her model, she's a big old girl. Yeah, that seems to be the case. So I'm a little worried that maybe like other people's kits aren't really going to go off. Like with Harukichi, I just would never do. I would just never do Fortune with him. And do you think his... Because you can use a luck token when he's around to do a reflip. But it's not even like a guaranteed thing. So, I mean, I guess the real question is not to say that it's bad or whatever, but the question to me would be, is the risk and also the altered payout, is it worth trying to do as a mechanic? Because it's not like, oh yeah, you do the fortune flip and you win it and then you get both. It's like, okay, well you win it, but you also don't get key. It sounds like you still get your regular key, just not the double. Yeah, no, yes, that I agree with. But I'm just saying, it's like you do the bet and you win, though if you're building for a lot of investment. Yeah, 100%. That's like, you might as well go like higher, like dum-dums. Like little tiny guys that like just kind of like don't matter, like KHs or whatever they're called. Yeah, I agree. I feel like it needs some way of making your flips just a little bit more guaranteed. But it definitely seems to support a more wide list. Because then you can just have models that don't really matter make the flip. Because I think if your KH doesn't get it, so you're like, okay, who cares? They can't do like what, like dirty fighting or whatever it is. It's like not the end of the world. And I would assume that since this character is existent, there's going to be some kind of support in the at least semi near future. You know, there's something to be said about the trim on these guys. I've painted Chaos Space Marines, and the trim is, like, murderous on those things. There's trim on these guys. It is not that bad. I think this is going to work out. I'm going to do the base. I wasted 6 Lux tokens on a Ziv Fortune once. Tails 6 times in a row. It's like... Yeah, it's like, again, as I often say, it's like... What do you do against that? What do you do against such, like, mindless hate? Like, what are you supposed to do when something is so, like, statistically unlikely? Like, there's just nothing you can do. And it's infuriating. You never do it all. Well, sure. But if you're going with an all-in strategy, you're kind of like, well, what do I do here? What's the secondary win condition of that list? I guess it's just Minori blasting people apart. Basically, you just got to accept failure and only use a portion of the resource. Yeah, which makes sense. And you think that, and I'm not saying like this is like the next like big winning thing or whatever, but like just out of curiosity, like the secondary win condition is you think Minori just blasting people apart with a cannon, and then Oda in the background being like, you got it, you did it. Because it sounds to me like your guys are going to be traveling around like a little bit of like a gang squad. Because it seems like everybody wants to be kind of close. Because you want Raki and Haruichi to be touching, and Haruichi's there to help with the dice manipulation, but it's not like the range is very far, and if you have him by himself, he's going to die, but then it's like you also want... No, I think Minori can for sure. But I think with Minori, you want... You want somebody to be close to her. For... Like, who do you... Out of that list you made, who did you want close? Because I feel like she's the one that can kind of step away. Because I feel like Llama wants to be pretty close to Joom. I think Joom on his own is going to be in trouble unless he has like a pretty good avenue of attack or whatever. And I hope you're not taking any of this as complaints. I'm not complaining. I'm like legitimately. Haruichi has killed a lot of models. What? Is he like fight 1? Fight 2? Okay. I guess he can get down with his bad self with them chopsticks. Yeah, I don't want to sound like I'm complaining about the game. I'm just like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm just thinking. I'm just like, what's the strat here? Because I heard the legends about Two Ton Tom. I heard he's the guy. I was talking to John GCT and he said that he was the GOAT. I think the word he used. Is that true? Two Ton, is that true? Are you him? Are you the guy? It is I. Def not. It's a bit all in on minority. Yeah, right. And then it's like you play like I guess the Hagane, who just like rushes in and murders her in one hit. It's all bit. Well, I guess at least with Minoru you could blast her at least once or twice, but you can hold 2 zones or 3 idols, no problem. You think so? Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. Like, oh yeah, you just blast her with a fucking cannon. Hey yo, that's a pretty sharp sword you got there. You're dead. You're dead, bitch. You're going to hell where you belong. You know who she doesn't like? She doesn't like the fan chicks. That's who she doesn't like. She doesn't like STS. If you're playing against STS, you do not want to bring Minori. I really dig her, though. I really dig her. I think there's something here. +4 damage. Oh my god. It's exactly like the... Exactly. Dude, I know. I don't think you mean Fudo? I thought you meant, you mean Kade, right? Fudo? You think so? Oh, the sumo guy. Yeah. You think so? Oh, that's true. I didn't even think of that. That's gross. I played Fudo. I didn't feel like he was all that good. I don't think he was bad necessarily, but there was nothing about him that really was just like, ah. There's just other stuff in the Kabuki theme that seems to be better.
All right, let's bring that beat back.
For like what it is that he's like, other than what like he can do. You know what I mean? Like maybe Fudo's better in non-Kabuki lists. Like if you want to go ranged, you know, like I guess you could go him and Wasupu. Yeah, Unstable sucks. Yeah, Unstable's not my favorite rule, that's for sure. Alright, while that base is drying, we're painting a big hungy man. I was talking to Two Ton outside the stream, and he said that Llama is the guy. He said he's the one. Two Ton told me Llama he's the GOAT. For being a Budo is more of a sport. Yes, I couldn't agree more. I just told you, Bagel. He said he was the GOAT. Me and Two-Ton, we went and met at a Starbucks in Chicago. We did it yesterday. We met up, and because the thing is I was so intrigued by him because John CT kept telling me, listen, this guy's the GOAT. And I was like, well, I gotta talk to the GOAT. Anyone that knows anything about me knows I'm not. Good man. See? John CT was right. What do you got to say about that, Mr. Two-Ton? How can he deny his divine greatness now? He's got good taste in pizza. Anybody who knows me knows I'm not going to Starbucks. And music and Bushido, that's true. He's also got those things. I'm also a coffee snob. Baltimore tea and coffee is miles better. So, I have learned that I enjoy coffee quite a bit, but I'm not high end. Like many things in my life, I'm not high end in any way. I just enjoy having access to it. So it's like, I really enjoy coffee, but I don't actually need it to be fancy. I just need to have it. For me, coffee is a tool. It's not like necessarily a treat, I guess. Yeah, but Two-Ton, what is your impression of Lama Dama? The people need to know. Also, by the way, Satin Black, I've been sitting on this for too long. I kept waiting to use it until after I finished with all my other blacks. This black is so goddamn good. Holy crap. Just for getting, like, quick coverage of stuff. I didn't realize that all the blacks I've been using in order to, like, base coat stuff has just been way too, like, high pigment. That is perfect. Holy shnikes. Also, Two-Ton, are we going to meet at Adepticon? Reach is nice, the grapples are great, but no Indom means he's going to be outnumbered. Yeah, that's something I've always noticed with the Budos, is that the absolute lack of Indomitable on all of them except for Tantalo is really limiting. Like, I guess the idea is that they prevent being outnumbered by using specials? By, like, using push and throw and stuff? Sweep, to a lesser extent? A newborn, congratulations. The ranged fear thing with Zendaka, Brother Z, if that's what you're referring to. Yes, I also really like that ability. Because, like, when Brother Z's there, he has something similar, right? Where, like, you can't target Brother Z if Llama is there, right? Like, they both, like, proc off of each other. I really like Brother Z. I'm amazed more people haven't told me to run him. This model can only be targeted if it's... Okay, never mind. Okay, so you don't even need him for it. Yeah, this model may only be targeted by enemy models if it is the closest valid target for that enemy model. This model may not have enhancements attached to it. Yeah, I really like Brother Z. I'm a big fan. Slam, I think, is obviously a very, very good special that I think is better than Grapple. I tend to agree. And that's ultimately why I was asking why Llama. Try and trust the process. Grapple's just so easy to break. Yeah, because you just like, well, all you have to do is beat him. You know, it's yeah, I agree. It's an interesting it's an interesting status because like, wouldn't it be better to just like blind them or to like, I don't know, use like a wizard power? I know that STS doesn't necessarily have all that stuff, but like for factions who have access to putting out a status condition, why use grapple? Like, grapple requires, like, setup, and you have to, like, hope your dice works. It also it doesn't do any damage. I don't know. I'm just gonna, you know, a great man once told me to just trust the process. Just trust the process. Nah, just like someone else attacks him while he's holding someone. Just attack with a second model. Right. And I guess that's Joom, right? You want it to be Joom. He just runs up. You see, would it be better with a Kudo to just walk up and prison stab? Be like, hey, you're being grappled. You're probably also exhausted. I'm gonna take you into the showers and I'm gonna teach you. I'm gonna teach you right from wrong, dude. And then you give him the business. Give him that business. The Tengu get call lightning, and that can do some ugly stuff. Every time I fought against Tengu, I've been like, "Wow, this sucks. This is just miserable." It's way good, but less good with Spider Silk coat coming out. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. See, I don't know a lot of this stuff. Alright, so let me teach you guys a little thing. If you have a base where the material they are standing on is something that would be abrasive or will come off and, like, grab onto something that somebody's walking around in, maybe with the exception of snow, just because that doesn't really, like... Let me rephrase that. Is it dusty? What you can do is, while you're dry brushing, make sure it's not too clumpy on the brush, but what you can do is you can kind of accidentally rub the model a little bit down on the bottom parts. This is how I kind of get my models tied in with the base. And you go over it a little bit, and it'll look like dust. You kind of get like this. Yeah, accidentally. Oopsie. Oopsie doopsie. But like on the cloak and stuff like that. If you do that kind of stuff, it just... People look at it, they see it, and they're like, wow, that looks really cool, and they don't even know why. Just make sure you don't, like when you first load up the brush, don't put it on. I always rub it on the base a little bit, because that's when it's going to be thickest. And then just accidentally get some on your shoes. Better kick off my shoes. A little stretch. In a bend. Tip my toes in jacuzzi, baby. Ho, 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 who's this? How's it going? Are you flowing? Listen here, baby. The Duchess of Windsor. Well, son, put the towel down. I'm in Agile, so I hope you all have a good night. I hope you have a wonderful night as well, my friend. The Duchess of Windsor. Ho, 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 who's this? How's it going? Are you flowing? Thinking about a couple different things to say to you. Showing. Growing. Man, I'd like to place my frickin' into that sexy ass and squeeze. Squeeze. Take off your blouse and your underpants and take a look. 'Cause hear me and KG come naked out of the side hatch with the oils and perfumes and incense. Now you're grooving. A funky beat to fuck to. Funky beat to fuck to. That's from the live album. You know, Chris, the more I think about it, it's funny how much you like Tenacious D. Just due to the fact that you are, in fact, a good person. Like, you have a moral... I don't want to say higher power or whatever, but, like... You know, I would more predispose you to thinking that something like Tenacious D would be just, like, stupid. Did I use bleach bone? I do too. That's what I don't. It's like when people think it's stupid, I'm like, I just don't think you get it. Like, I really like Jack Black because of the fact that he does really stupid things, but he does it, like, really cleverly, which I've always thought, anyway. Like, I've never thought for a minute that Jack Black is, like, not a... Like, he's not, like, aware of the joke, you know? I've just never felt that way. And take a look. Cause you and KG come naked out of the sun. And the oils and perfumes and incense. Now you're grooving. I don't want to speak too presumptively, but I think Jack Black's the one. I think he's the guy. He has some hacky moments now that he's a movie star, but not as bad as other. Oh, for sure. I mean, especially with like something like the Minecraft movie. You know, it's just like I don't think anybody could walk into a movie like that and be like, "Yeah, I'm about to make a cinematic masterpiece." Like, I'm not entirely sure Jack Black has been in anything that isn't as like disliked as much as it is liked. You know what I mean? With like maybe the exception of like Tropic Thunder. I know a lot of people like all of a sudden just recently I've come to find out that it's okay to be offended by that movie now or something like that. I wish he was less Jack Black while playing Bowser. Yeah, you know, that's fair. I could see that. That's fair. I think it's a fair opinion. I don't know, but like Bowser, I don't know. I feel like Bowser's always had. I mean, he's had moments where he's always kind of been like not necessarily like a super evil villain, you know? Like it depends on the game. Like in the original Mario movies or games, he wasn't like you don't really know anything about him other than the fact that he's like a big dragon, you know, like just stealing the princess or whatever. But like I feel like as the games have gone on, I guess in the movie he is a little bit less like evil. You know what I mean? Yeah, in the RPG games especially is portrayed as... Yeah, okay. I'm glad that's not just me. That movie is for 9-year-old boys, that and filling Jack's backyard pool with cat. Yeah, right. And like, I think he knows that. Like, I think he knows he's not like some kind of like incredible movie star who's gonna be like, you know, winning awards on like academic brilliance or whatever. I think he legitimately might just be having fun and just making insane amounts of cash in the process. Which, you know what, fucking hell yeah, I'm in. I'm all about it. You know, it's funny, Jay. I would be willing to listen to what you think about Chris's comment about it being for 9-year-olds. I think it's not. I think it's actually aimed at people that are like my age. Like, I think it was aimed for like 30-year-old people. Because that's when Mario was like a thing. Like, I think that movie was very specifically made for people who played Super Mario on the Nintendo 64. I think that's... Oh, if it's Minecraft, yes, I agree. Okay, if that's the case, then yes, but... Okay, yeah. And that, yes, I completely agree with you. Sorry, I jumped from one topic to another. I think you're completely right about that. I would be willing to bet that the Mario movie was made for 30-year-olds. I didn't... Actually, now that I said it, let me rephrase that. I have not seen the Minecraft movie. I'm not opposed to it, but apparently if you watched it in theaters, when they did the chicken jockey scene, there was going to be like a firefight that you would have to like avoid getting hit in the head with a thing of popcorn. I think they did too. I was really impressed with Mario. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it way more than I thought I would. Really? That's interesting. Because when I was originally thinking of going to see the Mario movie, the only thing I had really heard about was how like girl boss it was or whatever. You know, like before you go there, like a bunch of people were complaining. It's like, oh yeah, Peach is not a, you know, she doesn't need help and blah blah blah. This movie sucks and blah 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 blah. Like I care, but I guess I was kind of expecting a little more than that, and I don't know. I didn't get that impression. I didn't get the impression that it was going too far into the girl boss territory. I thought the Peach stuff was good. Was I wrong? Also, we're giving him the dirt since he's a Nurgle boy. When people see these models, I want them to see the stank. And this stuff I just kind of apply randomly. And so I'm going to try and apply this in layers of like when I think these things would be applied. So I think for the dried blood, it's going to be on top of the dirt. Just because we know Nurgle Boy is going to be... He's going to be stanky no matter what. And I guess in some ways I'm using this like also to shade. We're just doing this to add texture. Because he's a stanky boy. Stanky, stanky boy. You mean this? Oh, brother. I got that rod. I got that rod. You best bet. You best bet. It wasn't too bad on Girl Boss. It was a little... No, I agree. I didn't think it was that bad, though. Like, when people were complaining about the movie, I was expecting it to essentially be, like, Peach is the reason everybody, like, survives or whatever. Okay, dried blood, so we're gonna do a little bit of, like, red. And I'm gonna primarily put this around the faces, and a little bit on the faces. Again, it does not necessarily need to be neat. I want it to look like they literally just took the face and just splattered it on there. They didn't even wait for it to dry. Put that stanky boy right there. But anyway, yeah, the point I think I was trying to make was, I actually really I thought the Mario movie was good. I could see the point about the Bowser thing. I could see that. Like, to me, I feel like King Boo is more of, like, the main villain. Like, the Luigi's Mansion games have proven that, that King Boo's kind of a bastard. Yeah, for sure. I agree with that. I think the entire reason Jack Black did the movie was just to do that piano thing. Oh! I was happy at how much Chris Pratt got out of the... Oh, Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt! Got out of the way of Mario. That's good. Yeah, I agree. Apparently, there's a lot of people who aren't fans of Chris Pratt. I guess I never really had a problem with him. Okay, that looks good for dried blood. Do a little bit of rust. I'm probably gonna stop the stream around like 10:30, by the way, so I can get ready for bed. Like I said, I gotta wake up real early tomorrow. Well, real early for me. Before somebody's like, well, I have to wake up at 5 in the morning. Before somebody does that. Alright, we are going to just kind of introduce Rust, generally speaking, over the model, because again, I think with most other armies, you probably would never need to do this. But he's a stank boy, so we gotta be a little bit more liberal. He's fine. I've just been listening to Charles Martinet voice Mario for 30 years, so I was very worried he was going to ruin it. Why is it that they just didn't use him for the movie? Did he just not want to do it? He didn't die. He hasn't died, right? He's still alive. And I've learned that when you do this Rust type stuff, you just want to be, I guess, more on the subtle side. Because I've definitely seen, I've done models where I've overdone it. Like, I would even say the champion might be a little bit overdone. Like, it's almost like too much Rust. I think that's like just the right amount. Yeah, good enough. Yeah, okay. And then we're going to take this Rust alcohol stuff, and we're going to put this over some of the metallic areas just to make it look like dirty metal. So they wanted to change for the first one. Yeah, sure. Yeah, which that makes sense. What did you think of Luigi? When I've played the first Luigi's Mansion, I figured out that I actually like Luigi more than Mario, just because I think he's just more interesting, I guess. I was very happy to see that Luigi got his own thing, you know? Him and Professor Egad, I think his name is. Egad? Luigi! Yeah, that might not be his real name. Yes, Mario is an everyman, so they can make Luigi. Yes, yeah, that's a great way to put it, actually. Mario! Mario! And and the Boos will forever be my favorite characters in the Mario universe. I love the Boos. If we're playing Mario Kart, you best bet I'm playing Boo. Or King Boo. Because King Boo is in the last Mario Kart, right? The new one? I do not have a Nintendo system, so I have not been able to play it, but... I'm pretty sure... I think King Boo was in the last one. Wah, wah, wah. Where, you know, you have a magic crown that turns you into a painting. OP. OP. He's definitely an 8. I can't remember if he's in the new one. I'm pretty sure he is. I watched Ray Navarez, I guess how you say his last name. I watched him do a playthrough of it. I'm pretty sure I saw King Boo. Because I think he has like a vampire hunter outfit or something like that. Yeah, the newest one was called World, right? In order to unlock King Boo, you must complete Leaf Cup. Yeah, he's in it. Yeah, no, he's got a little pirate. Yeah, that's what it was. He's got a little pirate outfit. Here, I'll show. I show. Because it's fucking adorable. Got a little pirate outfit. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. The coat. Yeah, you gotta love a coat that goes above the collar of it. Goes above your head. I don't think that's how you're supposed to wear a coat. Admittedly, maybe I've been doing coats wrong. I don't even notice that he's got a little peg. He's got a little hook. He's got a little hook hand. That's so fucking cute. Wah, wah, wah. All right, what do we do? What's next? Diffuse it a little bit. Yeah, the outfits are great. Fucking outfits are so good. Okay, so the next is gonna be stuff that's shiny, which we can't do until after he's varnished. So I'm gonna put some grass. I'm gonna put some tufts on, and then he's done for now. For now. So do you think have they talked about the new Mario? Like, cause they're making another one. I think they've said that, right? But they really haven't gone over like what's in it. Because when are they going to introduce like Wario and Waluigi? Like, I'm sure they know. Oh, is there a trailer? Oh, okay, sweet. Obviously, I haven't watched it either. Didn't even know it existed. See. I can hear it all in my head. That's a stupid game. Professor Egad, all the stupid noises he made. It's all like boiled into my head. Luigi. Yo, yo, yo. Is that how you live your life, Jay? With all the stupid little noises that exist in those games? Like the Mario death sound. That just like live in your noggin. It just lives there forever. This could be his right-hand man. So there you go. He's pretty much done. I'm gonna give this guy a quick rim job just to make sure that's black. But other than that, he's done. I'm gonna win. And then we'll focus full time on Mr. Bushido. But I don't know. I think this guy came out pretty good. I think the faces, especially. I think it adds a nice little like blend of color. That's one angry man. Like, I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm gonna beat your ass with this other guy's ass. You'd like the recipe? Actually, I'm sure you can tell it's very similar to what I used for Minsai, whatever you say. The recipe is dark perp. Then I went into I did basic skin tone. You could probably use any skin tone you really want. It's just the one that I use. And then I use specifically Panzer Aces. I'm not even sure you can get this color anymore. I've had this bottle for a fucking long time. But anything that's like just really pink. You could probably use Sunny Skin Tone. Sunny Skin Tone would also probably work. Sunny Skin Tone's like maybe a little bit more orange. It's a little bit more like bright. As you can see, like Panzer Aces Highlight Flesh is what they call it. Lucas Carne. But I think Sunny Skin Tone would also work. It's just a little bit more like saturated. But yeah, so dark perp. And then I mix them as I go up. So, like, obviously I don't just put one on top of the other. What am I? I'm not an animal. But yeah, this is what it is. And I've been thinking that maybe I want to use a less aggressive purple. Just because I do think that for somebody that's alive, like for something that's dead, that might be like a really good purple for it, because that looks like it's been maybe out in the sun a little too long, especially with like his cape. You know, if you're gonna make a cape, you might as well make it out of somebody's skin. You know, you might as well. It's just laying there, just laying around. You might as well make skin out of it. A little skin coat. You know, it's totally normal. But like when it's that purple, I think it obviously looks kind of diseased. Like it doesn't look good. So, I don't know, maybe it would be better to use, like... Maybe the base coat should be the purple mixed with, like, a dark skin tone kind of thing. Like, maybe use, like, Shadow Flesh. Like, where's mine? This one. Maybe, like, start with, like, Shadow Flesh and just mix purple in with it, and it might be, like, less aggressive. There's nothing more annoying than an uppity purple. That's fair. I mean, this purple might have got a little too uppity, you know? He started mouthing off to a Chaos Warrior. Really bonked him. Yeah, I might, like, take this color and mix purple in with it. Like, maybe that dark purple in with this. Just to keep it a little bit more, like, tame. But, at least for somebody that's alive, if it's not, like, a Zomboni. But for, like, this guy, like, this, I think it's perfect for this. So, like, Minori kind of looks a little zombie-ish. I keep saying Minori. It's not Minori. Minsai, or however you say it. The model from yesterday, the captain. I'll make sure it's on camera. I'm gonna, I'm giving this guy a rim job, so in case you want to watch. Oh, guys, guess what I get to do Wednesday? Jury duty. Hooray. Isn't that awesome? I don't, but I can't lie, OJ. That's against the law. It's really nice, but your glazing technique is top tier. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, it took a lot of practice. Glazing is probably just how you become the GOAT. The GOAT. Alright, very last thing. We gotta figure out where this guy's gonna stand. So, you know, here's the tray. And we don't know where everybody else is going to stand. So Mr. Man here, he has to stand. Find the spot. There it is. So like he's got to stand here. I think this guy's. I think he's the wallflower. I think he's going to be the guy that's like way out there. But he could be his right-hand man, though. It just depends on how it all fits. No, you see, they can't because that rock gets in the way. They can't touch. They can't be friends. F in the chat. F in the chat, guys. Also, one last thing before we really get started. So, I've hung out with you. You may have. I don't have ADHD. I just have. I'm very a proactive thinker, I guess. Anyway, I got more rum and bone stuff. I got Captain Dracula. This is hopefully going to be for that fantasy stuff I do for Blood and Plunder stuff in the near future. I got Reinfeld the Blood Crazed, and I have Daedalus the Soul Herald, who I believe he's a zombie, but we got a couple vampire captains. I probably said that, yeah. I bought these for Black Friday? Oh no. Yeah, it was for Black Friday. These I think I bought these for like $10. When I see super cheap Blood and Plunder, I just buy it. That's a cool one. Yeah, because I got the French expansion for like $30, and I think for retail, I want to say that box retail goes for like almost $100, something like that. So I'm gonna have more French names than Butcher. Okay, I guess that one goes for like 40. Either way, whatever. I got a pretty good deal on it. It's got a cup of blood. And Dracula, for some reason, has a effing massive sword. You know, it's fine. He's a captain. He deserves it. But I'm gonna turn down the heater tank, and then we're gonna get the llama. Llama Dama. Hi, Bobby. A deal. I mean, what does it matter? What does it matter? I mean, Chris is the best among us. He only buys models he's going to use. Okay, so we're going to do the black real quick. And then we're going to be doing a lot of green. I couldn't pass it up. I don't make fun of your guys' purchases. Huh? I'm not dragging you guys into anything. Leave me alone. Leave me the hell alone. Now, the one question that the reason I stopped what I was doing is we have to actually do... we have to do the tattoos now. So you guys are going to get to see how it is I do these, like, Yakuza tattoos. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is I don't want to put any directly on the tum-tum because I really like that contrast that we got going on there. So I'm probably going to put some, like, here. Like in the nook of this, I guess the word's jacket. I'm not entirely sure what you call that thing. It's not a shirt necessarily, but I'm gonna put one here, and then I think I will put one on a shoulder. So I'll probably do here, and then the forward-facing shoulder. I don't think I'm gonna do anything fancy, like an actual like drawn thing, but I think I will do the Yakuza style. Which people have asked me about, so I figure now's as good a time as any to do. Why do you... what is with the mocking? What is your problem? You guys don't find this exciting? You guys don't find Captain Dracula, the vampire captain man, not exciting? What do you guys want from me? That's sick. Dark. Alright, so what I do is I put a little dark purple. So that's the purple we're working with here, and then we're going to take some black. Currently have a hydration problem here. Anyway, so we're going to take that black, and we're going to take some of that dark purple, and we're going to mix it in there. So what I've learned with tattoos, we want you to sit there and take our unjustified without complaint. Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Our unjustified. Alright, that's fair. Alright, okay. I'm going to put in the model I just finished on my chart. So me. Oh, that's right. I didn't put any white hands on him. That's fine. Enough going on. Anyway, so yeah, you want... what I've noticed is that with tattoos, you don't want to put like direct black on it. So even if it's a black tattoo, you want it to be more on the purple side, is what I've learned doing this. Some call us sadists, and well, there's some truth to it. That's fair. I'll drink to that. So yeah, I've noticed that if you have that purple to it, it makes it look more, like, realistic, I guess. So, you can kind of just make it look like whatever. Like, it doesn't even really matter. I'm just going to cover the shoulder. So, I literally just going to splotch it on there. The only thing I would say is that you want the edge to be fairly, like, clean. Like, you don't want it to look feathered. And the reason I like to do this before I do the clothing is so that when you're putting it on there, you can really get close to edges of stuff, and it doesn't look like if it looks like a tattoo's going underneath the clothing, it looks more like realistic. And then, like I said, you just kind of want those edges to be sharp. You don't necessarily want them to look feathered. And so, in this case, I just kind of go with a random shape. Like, what is that supposed to be? I don't know. Could be anything. Could even be a boat. And then we're going to put one right here. So there you go. So that looks like the ground level, I guess, for lack of a better term, of a Yakuza tattoo. So like if I put in Yakuza. So like I just Googled Yakuza tattoo, and as you can see, they all kind of have this like dark undercoat to it, I guess is the best way to put it. So like obviously there's no chance in all of hell that I'd ever be able to like do anything like that intricate. I mean, I guess I could. Some people could, right? And so I'm not. I'm just not gonna do it. And so they all, generally speaking, have this like stylized like black line tattoo-y type stuff. Some of them are a little more colorful than others, and blah blah blah. So this is what I've learned works for it. And I guess you could call it the Babby version. Usually I always highlight everything. I'm just not gonna highlight it, which is kind of wild for me. So what I'm gonna do is I see those bright colors in it, and then I'm just gonna kind of make vague shapes, and I'm not really gonna worry about highlighting. Actually, I would do the skin first. I'm gonna take the mid-tone. Get out of the brush. So, I'm taking the mid-tone, and I'm just gonna draw some like random lines. And I never want to break the line. I don't want to break that line. Again, to me, you can do whatever you want. You're your own man. And this might take more than one coat, just to make sure it's like opaque, because you don't want this to look like see-through. Nice and opaque. And that just kind of, it's just like skin breaking through or whatever, you know. And you can cover those. So now I'm just going to take like this green. And I don't know, in my head I was just imagining this is your world. You can do whatever you want. If you really want to bring out your Bob Ross. And I was just thinking like segmented green. And again, I would make sure you don't do yourself the disservice of not making it look like it's going off stage, like underneath that jacket. So when you put these colors down, I would make sure you make at least some of them look like they're going underneath it so that it doesn't just look like you're painting on an easel. And again, I would just make sure this is nice and opaque. So, like, off-screen, this could be a part of another tattoo where, like, I don't know, maybe these green things are like wings on something, like some kind of, like, fairy or whatever. Whatever sick, badass thing a Yakuza man would have. Some sick-ass tattoo. For this one, I'm just gonna do like, oh yeah, it's like a dragon or whatever. Yeah, dragon. Trogdor. So you kind of see how that's starting to take shape. Like, it doesn't really look like anything, but when you see it from, like, this way, you're like, oh yeah, there's, like, a thing going on. So then I'm gonna do, like, a bright red. And I probably wouldn't escape the world of, like, prime colors very much for this. Dude, it's got, like, it's like a sick-ass dragon or whatever. And, like, I don't know, maybe it's not a dragon, maybe it's like a vine or whatever. As Bob Ross would say, this is your world. And maybe cover a little bit of that skin. It's okay. That's okay. Chain's broken. It's alright. Tire's got air and the chain seems tight. And there you go. Like, if I were to just stop at that, I think that would look fine. Yeah, because a lot of their tattoos, black, greens, and reds. There's really not like any other. There's not like a lot of very like consistent other colors. Like every once in a while, you see like a little bit of a pink, but that's probably more like skin. And then at that point, you just kind of mess with it until you're happy. Like, I don't know, maybe we'll put a little more skin. I would just make sure if you put skin tone on it, you use the mid-tone, not the highlight. The highlight is going to seem really bright. I mean, in your world, maybe your gangsters really like Hello Kitty. And so again, when the model's like 8 feet away, you're kind of like, oh yeah, you know, whatever. Well, you know, oh yeah, it's got like a sick tattoo thing. And then when you pull it up close, you're like, oh, that looks like crap. But you know, by that point, you already got it. It's already too late. They're already too invested. That's true. Sponsored. I don't doubt it. I'm not saying they don't. You know, I'm probably gonna get demonetized. Oh, not that I care, but I might get demonetized for this. That's okay. This is one of my favorite songs ever. This is Mr. Lama Dama. Lama Dama from... his name's not actually Lama Dama. Lama from Bushido. Mr. Sticklegs. Yeah. So this is one of my favorite songs of all time. I've been listening to this since I was like in... Oh, Christ. Must have been like early college.
Hello, I'm Bob Ross, and I'd like to welcome you. First of all, let me take just a moment to thank you for allowing me back into your homes. If this is your first time with us, let me extend a personal invitation for you to drag out your oil paints and paint along with us each week. Let's go over to the canvas here and let's get started. I believe, every day's a good day when you paint. I believe, it'll bring a lot of good thoughts to your heart. I believe, every day's a good day when you paint. I believe, it'll bring a lot of good thoughts to your heart. Let's build a happy little cloud. Let's build some happy little trees. There are no limits here. Start out by believing here. You can almost paint with anything. All you have to do is practice. There are no limits here. You start out by believing here. This is your world. You're the creator. Find freedom on this canvas. Believe that you can do it. Because you can do it. Give it a little touch. Give it a little push. Make love to the canvas. Give it a little touch. Give it a little push. Caress it. Very gentle. Grab it, lift it, fluff it. You can go on and on and on. Back and forth.
Layer after layer after layer.
Let's build a happy little cloud. Let's build some happy little trees. There are no limits here. You start out by believing here. This is your world. You're the creator. Find freedom on this canvas. Believe that you can do it. Because you can do it. Relax. Let it flow. Think like water. Relax. Let it flow. You can go on and on and on. We don't make mistakes. We just have happy accidents.
You can do anything that you want to do.
Total power. Sing along, have a good time. This is your world. You're the creator. Find freedom on this canvas. Believe that you can do it. Because as you can do it, as you can do, as you can do it. I believe every day's a good day when you paint. I believe it'll bring a lot of good thoughts to your heart. I believe every day's a good day when you paint. I believe it'll bring a lot of good thoughts to your heart.
Anyway, so that's a song I listen to a lot. There's also a Mr. Rogers one and a Julia Roberts one, I think. She did the Cook Show on PBS. I forget the name of that show. But yeah. Shoot nails. Yeah, it was actually a pretty good idea. Because did you get the idea from me with the whole koi pond thing? Because that was something I was going to do for a while. Because for my temple, I use butterflies and stuff that they use for nails. I was using that for like decorations and stuff. Yeah, that's kind of how I see it. I think I think PBS might have made those. Not that we have to sit here and like listen to all these things. Yeah, because they did another one. The Julia Roberts one is okay. I want to say it's Julia Roberts. I think it's Julia Roberts.
Hi, neighbor. Welcome again to this neighborhood. I'd like to show you something. You know what this is? Well, maybe if I press this button.
You may or may not have gotten it from me, but I remember I was talking about the
This is
koi
a cassette
pond thing.
player with a little cassette in here, and there's nothing written on it, so we'll just have to play it to see what it is. Do you ever imagine?
Yeah.
things? Are they scary things?
Because what you could do is like with a water thing, like a pond. I saw the idea for getting a koi fish and putting it underneath it, and then putting the gloss varnish on top of it. Makes it look like it's underwater. I never got to it. There's many things I've ever done in my life.
Did you ever grow anything in the garden of your mind? You can grow ideas in the garden of your mind. It's good to be curious about many things. You can think about things and make believe. All you have to do is think, and they'll grow. Imagine every person that you see is somewhat different from every other person in the world. Some can do some things, some can do others. Did you ever think of the many things you've learned to do? Many things. Did you ever grow anything in the garden of your mind? You can grow ideas in the garden of your mind. It's good to be curious about many things. You can think about things and make believe. All you have to do is think, and they'll grow. Did you feel like going like that? Let's give the fish some food. Mr. McFeely, I didn't order any whistle. That's what they call a slide whistle. Did you feel like going like that? There are so many things to learn about in this world, and so many people who can help us learn. Did you ever grow anything in the garden of your mind? You can grow ideas in the garden of your mind. It's good to be curious about many things. You can think about things and make believe. All you have to do is think. You can think about things and make believe. All you have to do is think, and they'll grow.
I wasn't much of a PBS kid, but I did discover it later, I guess. I will say, anybody who has not seen Welcome to the Neighborhood, I think is what it is, the movie with Tom Hanks that's about Mr. Rogers, highly recommend it. But there was a long period of time there where I was in a loud household growing up, believe it or not. There was always people like yelling or being mad at each other, blah blah blah. I don't talk about me a lot, admittedly. And I think I'm okay on the record saying this because I think everybody knows, but my dad's choice in women never particularly made me happy. Just put it that way. And there was a point where I was having trouble sleeping, and I would turn on Bob Ross in order to fall asleep. So Bob Ross is a very like kind of not just from like a painter's standpoint of just being like, yeah, you know, he kind of made painting as good as, you know, as popular as it is, whatever you want to think, whatever you think about that. There's a lot of people out there who also don't like Bob Ross. Yeah, Bob Ross is great, but there's a lot of people that really don't like him because they think that he cheapens the painting, I guess, hobby. I don't know if that's the right word. That I agree. I could not agree with you more. And I think that taught me a lesson in that when it comes to something like this, it's obviously not a good idea to gatekeep. No, you're absolutely correct. And I think that's exactly why people don't like him, is because they think like, oh, well, if you're going to do painting, you have to do it right. Because technically, if you look at Bob Ross's stuff, if you were to have like a professional painter or whatever, if a professional painter were to do it, they'd be like, well, if you look at the painting, like the perspectives aren't good and the shadows are all wrong and blah, 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 and all these other like super technical things. It's like, but like I feel like this happens to a lot of things. Mini wargaming is in the same like bracket for me, in that people, when they're playing the miniatures game, I think I got your shadows right here, pal. I think people forget that when you're talking about your hobby, in that, like, if you're talking about the latest army book or whatever, I think some people forget that. And they start turning into the people that don't like Bob Ross, where it's just like, well, you shouldn't like this thing because it's not the most optimal thing or whatever. But then I think about it, and admittedly, Jesse from Fury's Finest, I think, was the one that said it, and it really like resonated with me. He said, every character in the game is somebody's favorite character. And that, to me, means that it should be viable to bring whatever it is you want. So, like, if you're going to play a game, you don't want your army to be the one that's that sucks. And I think it's important to think about that, where, again, and I've talked about it ad nauseum, it's like, if somebody wants to play the game but they don't necessarily want to play competitive, I think there should be a point where, like, that's okay. And I do think that it's easy to lose that quickly. Does that make sense? Or am I rambling? So whenever anybody approaches me from like the perspective of like, Dylan, can you teach me how to do whatever? Some people with the status of being associated with a fine art. Ross approached it as a bunch of techniques that could be mastered by a large swath of people and hence reducing the status afforded. Correct. Which, fine. Whatever. I kind of get it. It's like a status thing. You're like, well, you people are going to view painting as like stupid and as childish and a hobby or whatever. Can I teach you how to do the Dougie? I don't know how to do the Dougie, so no, I don't think I can. I don't think I can help you. Can you teach me how to do the Dougie? Like the way I see it is like if somebody were can you teach me how to do the Dougie? If somebody were to come to me and be like, Dr. D, can you teach me how to do whatever? If you were willing to put like effort into it, I don't think I could necessarily really get frustrated. Because if someone's putting the time in to try and learn how to do something, I would sell the shirt off of my back to try and help you do it. It's the people that don't want to try where I get frustrated. Like, I would much rather see somebody who's trying fail and be totally okay with it. And then if there's just somebody who just doesn't even do it based on the presumption that they're not going to be able to do it or whatever, those are the people that piss me off. You shouldn't have to worry about going to play a game and have your time wasted by either a team of models that is terrible due to a reason or an opponent who wants to turn in practice with their best skills. I agree. And I would certainly hope that you know your opponent going into it, but I do think that unfortunately that gets lost in translation at some points for some. Every time I see the Dougie thing, can you teach me how to do the Dougie? God damn it. I just realized this guy's wearing black sweatpants. Should I have painted these gray? Should I have painted gray sweatpants? Gray sweatpants too sexy. I just looked them up there. There we go. Everybody get ready to make fun of me if I don't say this right. Oh wait, you aren't painted Bushido anymore, are you? Oh wait, you aren't painted Bushido anymore, are you? What? I'm painting Bushido right now. Tatsuka Hakama pants? Oh yeah, this is Llama from STS from Silvermoon. Did you see the pirate model I painted? The model for the young pirate model? I don't know if you were here when I was painting her, Jay. From Bushido. Okay, I can go get her in a second. Actually, I'll do it right now. Yeah, she's the new model that came out for young pirates. Like a couple weeks ago. Or 1 or 2 weeks ago. Yeah, this chick. She came out a couple weeks ago. She's like a new captain. I kind of got hit by a muse, and I wanted the line of... Okay, you did see her. Yeah, the line of arc on the... I wanted it to be water. That's what it looks like after I kind of blued it up a little bit more. I think I think it looks a lot better. More blue. She does not help crabs. I don't think so. She's like a duelist. She's a duelist that makes crew members better. I don't think she has any interaction with crabs. Does she make crabs better? Good question. Asking the real question. She specifically helps crabs with knives. Her name's Senin. That's how you say it. That's what it is. I was trying to say it earlier. Yeah, she's got like a little buff. She gets rid of statuses. And yeah, she duels. She's a duelist. Does she help crabs? Crab? I'm not really interested in the crabs. I'm not interested in the crabs, and I'm not really interested in the fish. I am interested in shark. I do like sharks. And I love octopus. I think octopuses are one of my favorite animals. There is an octopus you can play with, right? Isn't it like a really expensive? Yeah, they seem a little tough. Here, Coco. Oh yeah, he is like a... He's a Cthulhu. Now, isn't there like a really expensive model? It's like 30? Yeah, Ryujin. Oh, that's a dragon. Shark's cool, but a bit tough to play. Ryujin is amazing. Yeah, okay, so he's a dragon! He's a dragon! Ooh, he's got Believer. That's fun. Rocking Bleed and then getting a charge off is near impossible. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. The crabs are interested in you. Oh, I see. Oh, he's specifically a kami. Oh, Spirit of the Deep. Well, I guess he just takes the form of a giant... dragon, I guess? Is it kind of like a dragon? Listen, I'm into Cthulhu. I'm a big Lovecraft's writing fan. Not Lovecraft himself fan, but Lovecraft writing fan. I love a good Cthulhu. I mean, because unfortunately that Mr. Cthulhu, he's the one in like that deep box, right? The deep, yeah, the deep. He kind of is like a dragon, but I'll send you a pic of the model. Hey, dude, I'm in that. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay. Well, here's the thing. You got to answer this question. Is he the guy? Because if he's got it, whatever it is, I want it. But then by the time I get them, they're going to change what it is. They change what it is, though. Yeah, I'll be there if Chris wants to go. I'll be at the shop. Otherwise, I'll go home, I guess. Hope you have a nice night, Mr. J. Anyway, so what you're telling me is that your stupid game doesn't let me play a scary octopus monster? Connie-chan! Connie-chan! Yeah, they got a bunch of crab people. I don't want crabs. Don't want crabs. Squids. Squids and octopus. If it's got 8 Legos, I'm Eggo. Game is unbelievable. Chris, I want you to stop everything you're doing, and I want you to look at the logo for the Young Pirates. What is it? What is the logo, Chris? Tell me. If you're carrying your baby, drop it. I don't care. Look at what that logo is, and you tell me. Oh, okay. That is terrifying. I don't know. I don't think that's an octopus. I don't know what that is. Jesus Christ. That's something that exists in my nightmares. Jesus Christ. He's like an octopus man? Yeah, no, I see that. I don't think octopuses... Here, so everyone can enjoy what I'm looking at here. I don't think octopuses, like, things are supposed to splay out like hands. I don't think that's natural. I'm pretty sure that's from the Deep, right? That's from like one of the new models from the Deep. I'm pretty sure that's a Bushido model. Yeah, that's a Bushido model. It was that last theme box that came out for Young. You get the Cthulhu Man. There's like some fish. Whatever the hell that is. You imagine just walking around a little coastal town in the Jawar Isles or whatever. Like a little like octopus man. He's like, "Yo, what up, dude?" Just see him walking down the road and running at you. You're like, what the fuck is that thing? Run for your lives! Oh my god! He's like, "Hey, yo, you better stay strapped." The guy comes running at you. What the fuck is that thing? Run for your lives! Holy shit, Squid Man! Ah. You know what? I'm going to show this to Chris because maybe he'll care. There's a Rum and Bones model. There's a faction in it called Mazu's Dreadful Curse. I think what they're called. Yeah, it's got Mazu's Dreadful. Yeah, Mazu's Dreadful Curse. Here. It's for Chris. There's a goddamn panda. There's a goddamn panda samurai. Now I want you to look at that and I want you to tell me that that isn't fucking awesome. Tell me it doesn't look awesome. Like, look at this. Like, yo, that's sick. But I'll stop doing that because anytime I talk about Rum and Bones, Mr. Wilmar's got a problem. It looks amazing. I'm busy over. Oh, can we talk about Rum and Bones all day though? Oh, that sounds so cool. Yeah, eventually, Mike, the guy who's essentially in charge of Blood and Plunder, they are going to go to the South China Sea at some point. That is something that they want to do. So at some point, you might be able to play with Japanese, the big square boats. I forget what they're called. Yunks. I'm sure that's not how you say it in Japanese, but You're going to be able to play Japanese and Chinese pirates. And probably the India Pilgrim fleets. Okay, yeah, the Yunks then. Yeah, you're definitely gonna be able to play Chinese pirates for sure. Go off on your flag. Your favorite president, Roman Bones. My favorite president is Teddy Roosevelt. Thank you. Who should have been president, but no, Taft had to ruin it.
That's not what you said the other day. There's a clip somewhere.
Well, you know what? I've grown as a person. I'm changing my mind. But don't they just get absolutely housed by cannons? I don't know. You never know, I guess. I mean, listen, you literally rowed your boat right up to my face and started latching onto my boat. I assume that's what the Chinese would do. It might be considered like a... What are they considering? It was considered bullying. You were bullying me. I'm just going to permit the term. I think you should be able to say junks. Chris, how could you make fun of me like that? You bullied me. By specifically calling me the plural of a single junk. You got your junks right here, pal. Chris, I'm sorry you're not going to be... I'm not going to be able to start painting the green up to its finished highlight on the stream. I know you were really looking forward to that. I know you've never seen me paint that green, ever. But look at this beard. We got a little time, though. Let's do some of that black-green stuff. Going to bed. You did some excellent work this evening. Thanks for the stream. Hopefully see you all tomorrow. Yes, hopefully see you tomorrow, bud. Good night, Chris. We won't be going for much longer. We can do that in yellow. Oh. I finished the beard, I didn't finish the pants. Silly me. Layer after layer after layer. So as we come to a close, thank you very much for joining me, guys. I have a very interesting week ahead of me. I gotta drive to Quincy for 7 o'clock appointments twice this week. Which is butts. Yeah. I'm hoping that by the time we're done, the storm will just be getting started. Or, you know, it'll get like held off a little bit. I'm hoping. The only thing I care about is if I'm late to work. That's all I care about. Like, I don't really care about driving in a storm. Like, it doesn't bother me, but yeah, I just don't want to be late for work. Oh, what's that? You get an X-ray or something? You unlocked some new info. That's good. That's good, I guess. No, but the mattress at PAX made the pain 3 times worse. Yeah, I remember you saying that, but when I got back to my bed, it went back to more tolerable levels. Well, your sleep probably isn't helping that either. Now, do you think that the lack of sleep was causing the back pain, or do you think the fact that you weren't able to sleep because of back pain was causing you to not sleep? I might have worded that stupidly. Do you think you didn't sleep because of the pain, or did you not sleeping cause the pain to get worse? Okay, so you couldn't sleep because of the pain. Interesting. Like in your case, since you're actually like suffering from symptoms and all that, I'm almost kind of, I don't want to offer advice until like I actually was able to touch it. Which is very, I don't want to say unlike me, but with you, I would be more willing to say that I'd want to be like cautious on it, just to like, because let me rephrase that. I feel I want to see it like with my own eyes before I like offer a recommendation. Like a lot of times people are like, they have low back pain because they do whatever, right? Usually it's something pretty obvious. And yours could be pretty obvious too. But I would just wanna. You gotta pay. Sure. 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 Like, in all honesty, I would want to take an X-ray of your back. It was kind of a whole thing. I realized that I thought the way the software worked was when our thing expired, I thought we were just gonna like not be able to actually like operate the machine, but we can still operate it. We just don't get like IT updates. So technically speaking, I can still take X-rays. And I think next month or something like that, I think we lose our license to be able to use it. I mean, because technically speaking, it's something like that. Yeah, it's something to do with like the program that we use to use it. I thought they were just gonna like turn it off, but they didn't. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure exactly what it is. I know it has something to do with the software. I know it was a software thing, not a like a license thing. So, like, to me, I thought it wasn't going to be able to like be operatable, as in like, oh yeah, since the program's not up to date, you just can't use it. But I guess we can? Depends on the company. Sometimes they package together all the times of service on the machine like this. We have different licensing for that because it is a since it has like a radiation thing to it. It gets a lot more like complicated because you need to have like, you know, specific environmental things. Like I think the actual room that it's in also has to be like specifically licensed. It has to have like a specific like size. There's like a whole bunch of like shit you gotta like take care of. And we were even looking in the new place we were going to. We were actually thinking that we might be able to move it in there. Not when we first move in, but later. So we'll have an X-ray machine there at some point. Or I will. I think by that point, you know, we'll still be around, but definitely a little bit. Not as much in the picture. And I'll pay for just lead a couple walls. But the point I'm getting to is like not this weekend coming up, obviously, because Everwinter, but what we should do is like a weekend before I fully lose it, we should take a picture of it. And you get a free X-ray. I'll just like come pick you up on like a Saturday or something. Yeah. I figured it'd be easy. It doesn't cost us anything. Cost me a little bit of electricity, about it. X-rays take a lot of electricity, I'm gonna tell you. It's kind of funny, the lights in the room will flicker when I use the X-ray machine. Like you hear the you hit the thing and like the the lights flicker for like a second. Takes a lot of juice. But yeah, I figured we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it later. But we should do it sooner than later. See-through specs. It's sounding more and more like one of them cyberpunk shops where you go off the street enhancements. Listen, it's an old building, okay? The electrical grid is fine, but when you place a sudden large demand on it, the lights flicker a tiny bit. It's not that big a deal. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for joining me. I am going to drink my sleepy drink and then hopefully go to sleep very, very soon, because otherwise I'm going to be exhausted. This is Llama Dama. And we painted this guy. This stanky boy. For Nargle. Thank you very much for hanging out with me. Really appreciate it as always. I just not gonna do a raid. But I love you guys. I'll see some of you guys this weekend. But I'll probably stream Thursday. I would assume. I don't see a reason why I wouldn't. So I will hopefully talk to you guys then. Sick. Yeah, I think pretty much everybody in this chat right now that talks, I think, is gonna be there. Yeah, I would assume so. I mean, you'll probably be there at the Thursday stream, I would assume. It's always safe to assume you probably show up. But guys, thank you very much for hanging out.